I'm gonna go out there and look.
You've probably seen this video numerous times over the last decade. Similar to previous ones I've covered, like the American football video from part 1, there's something pretty unsettling about this. Obviously, I have to assume that monsters aren't real, meaning that this video is staged, hopefully, but the question still remains, who's behind this? I tried going to Reddit first, because there's usually some guy from years ago who's like solved a rabbit hole. Well, I stumbled onto a Reddit post from r/shitposting that says, "Can anyone help me find where this came from? It's a bit of an internet mystery with its origins." Despite getting over 10,000 upvotes and hundreds of comments, instead of answering the OP's question as to where this came from, everybody decided to be a silly Billy and do the exact opposite. Bro got venomed. That's so funny. Here's some Reddit gold. I never found a comment that truly answered who's behind the video, but thankfully, I found a post from 6 years ago on the tip of my tongue subreddit. I saw this clip in a video compilation, and I was wondering where it's from originally. Here you go. This happens almost every time I try to find something. Thanks to this random person on Reddit, we got the origins of the video. It all stems from a post on Twitter, uploaded on August 11th, 2017 at 2 a.m.
Alright, so I'm home alone, I'm hearing creepy sounds. And no, I'm not really home alone. I'm at my friend's Nigo's house, and he's gone. Like, he went to go run errands for his mom. So, like, I'm, like, at his house by myself, and it's really fucking scary. And I heard a noise. I heard a fucking noise.
The person who uploaded this goes by the name of The Strange Noah, and they're actually still active on X in 2025. I don't really know anything else about this individual. I don't think they have any other viral videos by the looks of it, which makes it more weird that they'd upload this in the first place. I also think that this could have been on Vine, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe this was like a popular Vine and then they uploaded it to X. I'm not sure. Lastly, I figured I'd slow down the video since we have it in a higher quality. And it's not as elaborate as I thought it'd be. You can clearly see it's just a dude in an all-black costume with some scraggly hands. I tried finding the costume used in the video, but this was as close as I could get, minus the red eyes. If you end up enjoying the video, then be sure to leave a like, and I'm also trying to hit 200,000 subscribers before the end of the month, so be sure to help me with my goal. Thank you. A few months ago, I reminisced on the videos that quote-unquote ruined my childhood. One of the videos that used to freak me out was this right here. Yeah, let's just play it. That's loud. That was it? Yeah, I mean, I didn't like it. It's like a 7-second clip of a bunch of different scary stuff mashed together, but the part that intrigued me the most was this face. Once you see it, you'll almost never forget it. I could never put my finger down as to where it came from until I got this comment on my video. I know the beginning of the cursed video. It originated from a video called The Original by Colin Raff. Thanks to the commenter, One Carter Patty, I guess I found the origins to this face. The Original is a YouTube video made by someone called Colin Raff. It was uploaded on April 24th, 2020, and somehow only has 13,000 views, despite the 7-second mark's infamy. While the original use of the face is still unpleasant to look at, it's not as creepy as it was in the edited scary versions. Now I feel bad for being scared of the big-eyed guy. I didn't know he was simply just gaming happily. Not all of the questions are answered though, because I'd still like to know why a video like this was created, and who's behind it. So, let's get to know more about Colin Raff. He's had his YouTube channel since August 2013, but his first video was uploaded in August 2015. Almost all of his videos are animated in that surreal, bleak style, and he hasn't stopped, as his most recent upload was from 2 weeks ago. Half of his art seems to be nightmare fuel for the sake of being nightmare fuel, while the other half seems to take on a storyline with some sort of meaning. Even though Colin's YouTube channel was made in 2013, I came across an interview with him from October 2008, which means he's been at this for quite a minute. Some interesting takeaways is that Colin lives in Berlin, Germany. He's apparently a self-taught artist, which is impressive. He watches Lee Van Cleef shoot people whenever he gets artistic frustrations, and overall, he seems to be a pretty smart guy. He says that not being dead yet is his biggest inspiration for creating the art he makes, and that he'd not even describe his creations to those who aren't familiar with it. and I can't really blame him. I don't know much else about Colin aside from that interview, but he's on Bandcamp, as he makes all the spooky music in his videos. He's on Instagram, where he'll occasionally make posts using the guy. And he even daily uploads on TikTok. This dude has a better content grind than me. Before I get on to the next video, let me know if you guys have seen the movie Metropia. It has pretty much the same art style as Colin Raff's in my opinion. It's a pretty weird film. Maybe I should do a video essay one day. On June 7th, 2019, one of the most disturbing YouTube videos would be uploaded to the platform. The video, known as
订阅节灯沙拉
amasses over 2.9 million views and is shrouded in mystery. I'm just kidding, it's not that mysterious. Back in the day, around 2019 to 2020, if you were to look up a period in the YouTube search bar, you'd be greeted with tons of genuinely disturbing videos. There's been tons of stories and evidence of people looking up a period and being met with G0RE, you know, stuff like that. This would all be the result of a glitch, one that's surely been patched by now. Now, I say all of this because one of the more tame videos that could pop up when looking a period at this time was the standing goat video. As to where it came from, I actually didn't know, so I just looked up standing goat video and found an article on none other than Know Your Meme. The deep, disturbing, and dark origins all stemmed from an artist/taxidermist on Instagram. The original post was uploaded on September 5th, 2018, and was accompanied with the following caption.
Okay, so I've been casting foxes all day, and I may well be high on fumes, but am I crazy to think that Billy looks like he's alive and moving at the end? Mainly his ears. This video is from an art show in London. This happened months ago, but when I opened my phone, this video was suddenly and mysteriously first. What is going on?
Shortly after this post to Instagram, I'm guessing that the right people saw it at the right time, and everything went from there. It would get used in creepy videos, like the one I already showed, and it would even be the center of many memes. That's the story of Billy the Standing Goat. Adele Morse, the original poster of the goat, she hasn't uploaded since December 2023, so I hope she's still alive. I thought I'd also point out that her other claim to virality is the stoned fox. I'm sure you've seen this one before. 8 years ago, a post was made to the Deep Into YouTube subreddit. Very creepy and weird Christian kids video. I'll let it play for itself.
Good morning, Lord, I'm gonna have a good day. Good morning, Lord. Come on, Jan, wake up. No matter the weather. Do I have to? Uh-huh. Good morning, Lord, I'm gonna have a good day. Come on, wake up and sing. Good morning.
What you're watching is a YouTube video from January 2012 called Jan and Phil Inlow Just for Kids CD Animated by Rosalie Graziano. If you were to skip around different parts of the video, you'd be quick to realize that this is some pretty uncanny stuff. Thankfully, this isn't anything sinister at all, but I still thought I'd talk about it because this particular video is something else. So, let's get into the truly twisted backstory of this video. The two protagonists in this animated musical about Christianity is Jan and Phil Inlow. These are real people, and the songs heard in the video are even sung by Jan and Phil. There's nothing too significant about these people in regards to the channel I'll be talking about, but it is nice to know that they don't actually look like this in real life. The person who animated this masterpiece goes by RG Jubilee, and they've been creating videos on YouTube since 2011. From tutorials on how to make your own animatronics, like this person is genuinely talented at making these, to the mini animated series that RG has made since the early 2000s, there's a lot of content to unpack here. While the Jan and Phil video appears a little creepy to at least me and many other people, RG Jubilee is not a disturbing or scary channel at all. In fact, they're the complete opposite. When doing some research into their channel, I came across an interview with them from 2016. Rosalie G, a self-taught artist in Brevard County who paints, makes puppets, and creates animation, talks with enthusiasm about her art. When asked how long she had been creating artwork, she replied, "Ever since I was able to hold a crayon in my hand, I began drawing." Rosalie, age 57 with a cognitive disability, said, "Thanks to my art, it helped me. Kids teased me in school, special school. That's how I felt as a kid. They called me dumb. I couldn't spell, and I got teased, but my artwork helped." Hearing the backstory of what would eventually become the RG Jubilee channel, it makes me appreciate everything on here a lot more, and I kind of feel bad that her magnum opus has been looked at in a scary light. All RG is aimed to do is make children's movies, children's songs, cool tutorial videos, and there's something about it that's so fascinating to me. I'm not sure how many of you guys have ever tried to make an animation, but it unsurprisingly takes a lot of time. So when I check out all of these hour-long animations on Rosalie's channel, I can't help but respect the hustle. It's also in this video right here that she says she's a self-taught animator, so that's pretty cool.
Never was taught in an animation class. I've always wanted to go, but couldn't afford the big, quote, price tag.
That's pretty much all there is to cover for this one. It's really nothing disturbing or scary at all. But what I want you to do, you watching, I bet it'd really make Rosalie's day if you went and subscribed to her channel and left her some nice comments on her videos. As far as I know, she's still uploading different animations to this day, and I hope she's doing well. P.S. To any of you that are wanting to replicate the RG Jubilee animation style, I'm pretty sure that she used to use an animation software called Crazy Talk Animator, so have fun with that if you want.
It's in the trash the very next day. How is that good for the planet that way? The way they make stuff, the way they make...
There's a good chance you've probably seen one of the following GIFs. Ever since the early 2010s, I've personally seen these clips in different scary compilation videos, but I've never known where they came from. But now I do. These scary GIFs were all taken from a behind-the-scenes video for the horror movie Mama. It's pretty creepy, and I've never actually seen the movie that this was made for. It apparently came out back in 2013, and has even been coined as a high point for modern horror films. The reviews are decent, and the actual theatrical version of the scary lady it's scary. I don't like this. Fun fact, you may think that this was a puppet or something because, there's guys pulling strings on the sides, but this is actually a person. His name is Javier Botet, and at the age of 5, he was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome. This condition can result in people having tall, skinny frames, and can even affect the length of your hands and your fingers. Instead of letting this diagnosis bring him down or whatever, Javier decided to use it to his advantage, and become almost every scary creature in Hollywood. He's been in Mama, Slender Man, It, Polaroid, Alien, Insidious, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and many more. Not only is this GIF super popular and has creeped out people for over a decade, but now you know what it was for and the Giga Chad beneath it. For the last entry, it's probably the only video that disturbs me and nobody else. If you're having a lot of questions about what you just watched, I'm just as confused as you are. I've known about this video since I was a kid, and it's always deeply unsettled me. How is this thing moving on its own? Is it possessed? Does it have a mind of its own? Is this witchcraft? These were the questions I would ask myself when watching this. To answer those age-old questions, no, it's completely harmless. The guy who made this video is called Tetsuya Nagi, and he's been making videos over the walking moai since 2007. I kid you not, for the last 2 decades, he's only stuck to this type of content. From small-scale moais to a plethora of large-scale ones, this dude's got a serious passion. But what is a moai, and what's his fascination with it walking on its own? History time. Moai are the monolithic statues found on Easter Island, carved out by the Rapa Nui people between the years 1250 to 1500. If you've ever seen the full scale of these statues, it's honestly incredible because they're super big, and it was always a mystery to me as to how these giants got stuck in the ground. This is probably where Tetsuya's interest also started. It's highly theorized that people moved the statues around by pulling connected ropes on different sides, basically rocking it back and forth. But there's something else to this, as there's many myths and legends that suggest the Moai could walk around on its own. How did it walk around by itself? Was it magical powers used by a Rapa Nui chief? How could this happen? That pretty much ties us back to Tetsuya Nagi, as one of his biggest life goals is to figure out how the Moai could walk around on its own. All you have to do is look at the description of the fabled YouTube video. Legend said Moai walked by itself. But how did Moai walk? I show you my proposal. Before I end this off, Tetsuya might be more interesting than Javier in RG Jubilee. It's been a minute since I've seen this level of dedication to something so peculiar, and I'm a fan. Unfortunately, he hasn't uploaded in over a year, so I hope he's still around, and most importantly, I hope he figures out how the Moai could walk by itself. You can support him financially by buying one of his walking Moai kits off of eBay. I'm honestly considering getting one. This could be an awesome relic. If you're still watching the video, then thank you. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, then be sure to leave a like because it helps me out, gets me in the algorithm. Here's a shout out to everybody who makes me the freaking coolest, most amazing, awesome fan art. And lastly, here's a special thank you to my patrons. Six Eyeing, Basmic, Bella M, Big Jickle, Dusty Antler, Evan W, Eyeball Dude, 4 for Color, Jera, Josh S, Josh Wynn, Landon Rodriguez, LeBron James Hairline, Lottie Dottie, Mommy Trash Sack, Matt Sat on a Cat, Miko, Mustlord, Osman Mad For Real, RBC Denson, Matt McCusker, Shiny Breakson, Sanandwich, and The Creature.
I go to sleep at 9 o'clock, this bitch stays up all night, but I see through you. I took a nap right on my glasses.